What's up, guys? My name is Jake. I'm here today to show you how to remove the bumper, the front bumper, off a 2018 and up Mustang. Haven't really found anything on YouTube or anywhere else on how to do it. And what I have seen, a lot of people are removing the belly pan by itself and then moving the bumper. It's kind of a mess. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I've been doing this for 2 years with this car. I think this works best, and I'll show you how to do it. And I mean, it's not the end-all be-all way to do it, but this is how I feel it works best. So I'll show you what you need and how to do it. All right, so this is my car, 2019 Mustang. Paxton blower, lethal performance, full, it's a double pump fuel system, single regulator, all the good stuff. So as you see, wrote the belt diagram, which belts, which pulleys, blower oil, whatever. First thing you're gonna do when you pull off your bumper is you take off this trim panel. I've already taken off quite a few of the push button clips. You're gonna need this tool or anything like it. I prefer this one, it just fits under the smaller heads better. Got this from Snap-on for 30 bucks. You buy it at Harbor Freight for 5 bucks. Doesn't matter the tool. Just go underneath, pop it out. Do that all the way around. Just like that. Don't lose those. And you take that off, set it off to the side. Then, I like to use a little driver. You're going to use a 5.5 mil socket for these two guys, one on each end. So take those out. Then you take, I believe this is a 7 mil, no, it's an 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter socket. Take all these out. Good. So that's done. Now, here's the part where it seems like nobody knows about online. Everything I've seen, they say, oh, you're gonna have to pull the wheels and disconnect all your fender liner, whatever. I don't have fender liners on this car. I took them out. But there's an easier way than what everyone else is showing you. So, probably won't be able to tell from the sun, but the bracket is right here. So what I do, 1/4 inch, 2 wobbles, and a deep well. 10, I believe this is a 10 mil. Okay, actually it's easier if you use a short socket instead of a deep. I misspoke on that. So, got a little bit of play since it's a wobble and another wobble. So, I'm trying to angle the camera for you guys. Right there. Boom. Either knock it to the ground like that, or stick your hand in there through here, which is the easiest way, and then just pull that guy off. Boom. Let's take those, put them in your tray, and just prop that down. And what I do, pull this little bracket out, because you will scratch up your fenders. So take that, throw it in there, come around, and do it again on this side. Good. And good. Set that down. Again, reach your hand in there. You can do this with the fender liners in still. Grab both your nuts, Toss them in your tray. And again, there you go. Prop that out. You're good to go. Now, if you still do have your fender liners, there's going to be one of these is a push pin. I know you just push, and the other ones you use the tool. So you're either going to need a flathead screwdriver, which I don't really care for, or trim panel remover tool. You go all the way around. So in this section, I think there was 4 clips, 4 or 5, just enough so you could just slide it out. You don't need to go all the way around. Now, I'll show you what goes on underneath. All right, now we're gonna go underneath the car, which I have safely secured. My Harbor Freight ramps. Wheels are chalked in the back. Car's not going anywhere. What you need, a 7mm socket, a driver, and then your clip removal tool. So, get down underneath. Right here. I'm not sure how you guys are going to be able to see this, but there's 4 7mm bolts. You take those out. Okay, 4 bolts are out, and that'll hang. So now you're gonna have a clip here. So pull that one out, and then one directly on the other side. It goes right to the K-member. So get underneath it, pop the center. Boom. So now, right now, the bumper's hanging. There's going to be a couple more on this side and on this side. There's one here on the edge, here. Obviously, my fender liner is out, but there's all those there. And then I believe there's like 2 more on the fender liner on the inside. Now, you come up. Take your hardware, set all that in your tray. Definitely don't want to lose it, but if you do, I mean, it's all common sizes. Now, actually removing the bumper, what I do, kind of lift forward. These are the mounting tabs that keeps it held in. You'll notice bumper separates from the fender because we took out the bracket, and on this side. So you're just going to lift up, gently set it down, then you just unclip your fog lights, and there you go, and your front bumper is off. Really not that hard. It takes 5 minutes to do. And then now you can see that giant Vortec intercooler, air to air. I'm actually replacing all the hose clamps with some T-bolt fitting clamps. So once I do that, I'll show you how to put the bumper back on. Okay, now we're gonna put the bumper back on. So as you can see, nothing's changed, just some hose clamps and whatnot. So now take your bumper, put it right in front. So when you come down, this is just how I do it. Connect your fog light. It's gonna get a little tight for a second. This is just what I do. Come down, do that. Then you just lift it up, aim for that center, and there you go. So now your front's on. Come over here, go to the edge, watch this. You'll mess up your bumper. Come around, boom. That is when you take your bracket. It's gonna go like this, the edges to the outside. Come around, just pop that guy back in. Oh, he's not going in. There we go. Come around and just, oh, look at that. See? That's what I'm talking about. So, pull that down. Make sure you're over, up, and now it holds in place. That's when you take those two 10mm nuts. I just start them. You don't got to go crazy with them. If your fender liner is out, you can go like that, right on. Or if it's not, it's like I showed you earlier, just reach right down on in there. You'll feel the stud and just start it. That way, if it pops out, it's not going anywhere. So now grab your other bracket, your other 10 mils, come along to the other side. Set those right here. So remember, edges towards the outer of the car. You can see I've kind of done this a few times, being that everything is a little scratched up and whatnot, but that's okay. It means I just drive the car, right? Prop that in. Good to go. Throw the two nuts on. Not sure if you guys are going to be able to see that. Okay, those are on. You can either zap them down right now, or what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back underneath the car. 7mm. There's everything from underneath. And take your bolts. Push the belly pan up, just like that. And there you go. Okay, all those are started. Then I'm going to put the push pins back in right here to the K-member. Push the outer one in, then click in. And again over on this side, as dirt fell into my eye. Which one did that fall out of? That outer one? Okay, then they don't got to be super tight. Now, come back up, grab my other tray, the 5.5mm socket. Those are these two little guys. They go on the edge. Thing that I've noticed by doing this, don't go crazy torquing them down. I don't know the torque spec. I just go till it's snug. So just a little, done. Don't go overboard. You'll crack your bumper. Then you'll be quite upset. 8mm. All these big guys. So just start them by hand for the first thread. Good to go. Last one. Then how I usually do it, start on the edge, other edge, work your way in. Again, that's just how I do it. So move your tray, grab your trim, and it's just gonna set right down like that. You'll see the holes, they'll line up I only have 3 push pins. I threw the rest in a bag, and there's no need for them if I'm constantly taking this apart. It's what seems like all the time. And I got one back here. Ain't going nowhere. And the reason why I've had the bumper off literally probably 30 times. Been dealing with some belt slip issues on the Paxton. There's a tensioner pulley in the back, and I've dropped a spacer and had the pull bumper off. So I've gotten pretty good at it. And last, just take your 2 extensions, 2 wobbles, 10 mil. Set those over here so you guys can see. And just look down. Good. Good. Again, don't go over crazy. Don't go crazy over torquing it. I'm sure you'll crack it, and be looking on Facebook who's got a new bumper bracket for me. So there's 1 and 2, and just like that, you're done. Literally, this takes 5 minutes, guys. It's not hard at all. There's no reason to pull off your chin spoiler to get to everything underneath, and that's stuff I've seen on Facebook and YouTube, and this is just a way easier way. Is it the right way? I don't know, but it works for me. So yeah, I'll probably end up doing this a couple more times, making videos for you guys. Maybe basic maintenance, maybe how to change a pulley on a Paxton, figure out the belt length, something. But hope you guys like it. Hope you guys learned something, and we'll see you on the next one.